two bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart cause they're not gay. Or people of colour. Or women. Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you're good, hope you're well. I'm back. Not that you probably missed me. I've got a bone to pick with fandom and myself and people in general. Not maybe specifically you, but definitely us with a capital U as a collective. I used to think of fandom spaces, and in particular here I'm talking about, for example, fanfiction sites like AO3. I used to think of these places as very safe spaces, so places which were inclusionary, places which told non-conventional narratives. I've got to fix my eyelash. Oh my god, hang on 1 second. I can feel it coming off. I think it's fine. I used to think, okay, fine, sort that out. I used to think of fandom spaces as very safe spaces because it included narratives that were very non-conventional. For example, probably most predominantly it featured stories whose central characters were gay or queer or bisexual and in some way did not fit into this heteronormative society which a lot of the time you see in mainstream media. And I thought this was super cool, and to be honest, it is super cool. I have learned so much from being in fandom spaces and I think that's awesome. I also think fandom does a really good job of talking about mental health issues and destigmatizing mental health issues such as depression or anxiety. Those two things, great. Good one, fandom. You got it down. But something that I've been realizing more and more lately is how fandom is really not inclusionary, like at all. And in some ways, fandom is even less inclusionary than mainstream media. Just 1 second, let me get out my little pre-written statistics and notes. Mainstream media doesn't do such a fantastic job about female representation. In fact, in the average American TV show, 33.5% of speaking characters are female. Not great, guys, not great. There should be half. It should be half and half. So if we acknowledge that as bad, if we are all calling out for more female-centric narratives, what are the percentage of, for example, female fanfiction on AO3? We're at 9.85% in 2016, guys. 9.85%. That's not even 10%. Just for comparison, 40% of the fanfics on the internet are male-male. If this is such a problem to us in mainstream media, why do we further perpetuate this idea that female-centric narratives aren't important? Why do we do this to ourselves? And furthermore, that isn't even taking into account people of colour in fandom. Oh dear. Oh my god, we got some even bigger issues there. In mainstream media, 28.3% of speaking people are people of colour. In fandom spaces, the representation of people of colour is even worse. Did you guys know there is this phenomenon called the two white guys phenomenon, or the white cock phenomenon? Excuse everyone who may have been surprised by the word cock there, but let's be honest, here we're talking about fandom. You've probably seen that word before. So basically it's this idea that people are much more likely to ship two white guys over any other combination, no matter how prominent or how shippable the other characters are, just because these two other people are white and they're male. So people will ship them. This fanlore.org article has some examples, two of them being Derek and Stiles from Teen Wolf, which are the most popular pairing in the show. Then, very much less fanfiction written about them, Stiles and Scott, who is half Latino. Also, one thing that I'm super fucking mad about, Kylo Ren and Hux, despite Hux having like 3 lines of dialogue, have how many fanfics on AO3 again? Let me just do a search real quick, guys. Hux and Ren have 6,862 fanfics. Poe and Finn? Why is there only 3,900? Have you watched Star Wars The Force Awakens? Did you watch Poe and Finn at any point? Keep the jacket, it suits you. Anyone? Anyone? Seeing as fandom is evidently not a safe space for women or for people of colour, is it even a safe space for the queer men that actually are being written about? No, because the most common person who writes fanfic are white females with a higher income and more leisure time, okay? Not guys. I have seen so many comments on so many of my YouTube videos from guys who are queer, who are bi, who are gay, who feel like fandom and fan fiction is not a space made for them, despite the fact that it's being written theoretically about them. People have talked about in the comments below how they feel that male fanfiction is very much written for women, which, like, it is a lot of the time. I mean, females are the highest consumer of it. They say that people sometimes get angry at them for putting out inconsistencies about male-male relationships, even though they themselves are not in a male-male relationship. And so, is this really a safe space for anyone? And the thing is, I can't even speak from a place of higher moral ground, because, like, look at my fucking background, okay? Two white guys. Okay? Two white guys, okay? I'm part of the problem, and I'm pissed off at myself. I try so hard with my Tipsy OTP series to be more diverse. Do I have people of colour on that list? I'm calling myself out for this one, do I? I mean, I've got Lexa. Oh, man, that's so bad. Yeah, see, exactly. The problem is just a self-perpetuating one. And until we start to examine our own interactions with fandom, things are never gonna change. It's gonna be a self-fulfilling cycle, it's gonna be a self-fulfilling prophecy, in that the diversity that we want represented in media, if it isn't even represented in fandom, it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying that if you ship these ships, you're bad, okay? As long as you ship something with respect and you treat other people with respect, that is a good thing and you're not doing anything wrong. However, I do think there can be something said for being self-aware of your own biases when it comes to shipping, when it comes to fandom. Are you just shipping those characters because it's two white guys? If you identify as a woman, which looking at my statistics is most likely, is it our place to write about male-male relationships? I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Is it our place to write about male-male relationships without listening to queer men? Definitely not, okay? This is their thing more than ours. People just need to be self-aware of what's happening, including myself, because for fuck's sake, guys, I just want some more femslash in my life, please, please. So yeah, that was my rant for tonight. I'm really sorry, I didn't come on here to just shout at you or anyone. Tell me your favourite pairing which has at least one person of colour in, or is a femship, because I want to spread that love. Send them all down. Let's spread the love of more diverse ships. And yeah. Thank you, Ellie, by the way, who spurned this discussion on. She talks a lot about representation and she's cool and she has a Twitter. I'll link it down below. Okay, cool. I hope you do have a good week, guys. I hope everything's good. I hope everything's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to shout at you. Okay, right. I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.